Shalom, shalom, Yashaela, Israel. First, I just want to start with saying all praises to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikar Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akims out there that's rehearsing his law, statutes, commandments, and doing the will of the Most High to the best of their ability. Shalom. All right, you see the title. Today the lesson going to be about the famine of the word of Yahawah. It's approaching. And the reason why I chose that title for a simple fact, where it came upon my spirit. I was going to do part 3 of Deuteronomy chapter 28 today. But, I still, even though I found out yesterday that they done deleted, YouTube has deleted over 100 and something of my videos. They only left like 6 or 7 videos up. They deleted all the rest of them. I can't find them nowhere. So they done deleted over 100 and something videos of mine. It really had me pissed off. I ain't gonna lie about that, because that's work for the Most High, and you want people to see it and come into the truth and try their best to rehearse these law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability, But I got in touch with one of the brothers talked. Like he said, they can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. And I appreciated him for that word, because the Bible said, be ye angry, but sin not. So I was a little, pissed off, but I stay pissed off at the Edomites anyway, the red Hebrew Edomites anyway. So the Caucasian, the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomites, the one that did it. But this word still must go forth, and it's not, I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for the Most High, Yahawah, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, anyway. So I guess if Yahawah Ratazah, if the Most High is willing, I get back into the series I'm doing on Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. I'll do part 3 next weekend, is the Most High willing. But he put in my spirit this morning to change, the whole lesson to the famine of the word is approaching. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try my best to be obedient in the spirit as possible. So that's what this lesson is about. The famine of the word is approaching. And this is the year of Karagma. But Karagma is the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, and they pushing that thing. So pretty soon they about to take away this word, man. You ain't gonna be able to go to YouTube, Facebook, whatever social media you go to, and get the uncut, raw, spiritual word of Yahawah. You ain't gonna be able to find the prophets, teaching no more, on social media, because they about to get rid of all that. Just like they took over 100 something my videos down. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person they did that to. So right now, Esau, he's on attack mode, man. He's trying to stop this word from coming out, because this word is burning, man. This word is setting them on fire. Like the word say that this word should be like fire. We should be this word is like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? So this word is cutting. You know what I'm saying? And it's burning Esau, because the Bible said we spit not fire, and this fire is this word. You know what I'm saying? So he's butthurt right now. But he's not going to stop the will of the Most High, and he's definitely not going to stop this word from coming out. So the subject is the famine. It's approaching soon. So we're going to go to Amos, the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, Behold, the days come, said Yahawah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah. So the Most High said the day is going to come where he's going to send a famine in the land where you won't even be able to hear the words of Yahawah. You won't be able to, Salakia, all of this right here, you won't be able to hear this no more, man. You're not going to find this no more. Because the Most High going to take his men, his prophets that's out here, and he's going to, he's going to duck them off. He's going to take them out these streets, and he's going to take them off the internet, man. And the ones that didn't want to come into the truth, that was mocking the brothers, being scoffers, internet scoffers, it's a wrap. You sealed. Verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah and shall not find it. So the Most High saying, man, that all through this word, man, people are going to be going all over the world, man. From the north to the east. They're going to be going out to the Middle East. They're going to be going up to the, the north, the European Union in America. They're going to be going everywhere, man. All four corners of the earth seeking this word, man. But it's not going to be able to find it, man. Because their spirit is going to long for it, man. They're going to remember some of the things that we have said to them, and they're going to see that these prophecies came true. You know, that the men of the Most High Yahawah was not lying. He was really speaking through us. And so they're going to see that, and then that it's going to be too late for them. So now they're going to be seeking the word and won't be able to find it. And that's what the word is saying. That's what the Most High is saying, man. And this word stands true, and it's going to happen soon. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people, man, they're going to be in distress, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in discouraged, man. They're not going to be able to find the word, man. They're going to be disgusted. Follow me to Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel 7. You're not going to be able to find this word, man. If you're not getting it now, you ain't going to get it. Ezekiel 7, I'm going to start at Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. I'm going to start at 25. We'll read 25 and 26. And it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So the Most High said destruction is coming, man, which is what we call Jacob's trouble. We already in pre-Jacob's trouble, man. You see the mass shooting that just happened over in, what was that, New Zealand? You know, where that red Hebrew Edomite, the Caucasian so-called white man went into the mosque, you know, went and killed, about what, 49 to 50-something people? You know, and that shows that Allah ain't real. Allah didn't protect you. You know what I'm saying? And that just show you how ruthless the so-called the so-called white man is, man. The red Hebrew Edomite is, man. So he just went up in there and just, I even, somebody sent me the video. Of him in that mosque doing those shootings, man. And just the same thing that happened in South Carolina, man. What was that? Columbia, South Carolina? Where, Reeling Dolph ran up in that church down there, the Amen Zion church, and killed 9 people. So we'll see that we are in pre-Jacob's trouble, man. Pretty soon they're going to start, martial law going to begin, race riots and all that's going to go down real soon. So let me read that again, Ezekiel 7 and chapter 7 and verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So the Most High is letting you know destruction is coming, and a lot of people are going to seek peace, and they ain't going to be able to find no peace. And that peace is this word. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to hear a word from the Most High Yahawah, and not going to be able to hear a word from him. You know what I'm saying? So their spirits is not going to be at ease. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in distress, man. Verse 26. Mischief shall come upon mischief. You know, that mischief is ruin and disaster. So he said it's going to be disaster among disaster, ruins among ruins. You know, people are going to be looting these stores. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be plundering people's homes, man. So it's going to be disaster among disaster. Mischief shall come upon mischief. And rumor shall be upon rumor. You know, and that rumor is, you know, different reports, different newses, different, you know, people going to be talking about what's going on over here or what they heard or what they believe is going on. You know what I'm saying? That's when that fake news is going to come in. It's just going to be news upon news, rumors upon rumors. And then shall they seek a vision of the prophets. So when all this destruction begin to go down, then that's when everybody going to want to seek a vision of the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Then they're going to be wanting to find the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But they've been scoffers and they didn't want to take heed unto the word. You know, they talk junk about us. They criticized us. You know what I'm saying? But now once this destruction comes, now they're going to be seeking that peace. So they're going to be seeking out the prophets, you know, trying to get a word from the Most High. because it's going to be a famine of the word. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to have this internet no more. You ain't going to have YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have this, and men are not going to be standing on these corners no more because, you know, the red Hebrew Edomite, so-called white man, going to be out here trying to round us up, throw us in a concentration camp. You know what I'm saying? Be trying to kill brothers. So the Most High going to protect us. You know what I'm saying? He's going to duck his man off. His man going to be in hiding. So you're not going to be able to find the word no more. Verse 26, mischief shall be upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophets, but the law shall perish from the priests, and the counsel from the ancient. So the Most High saying that when you go to seek this word, you're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? The men is not going to be there to give you this word. If you go to somebody, it's going to be one of these pastors, one of these false pastors that's calling on Christos, Jesus Christ, or that's calling on Allah or Buddha, and they're not going to have the word. They're not going to have the law of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it's the word is going to be perished. Because T.D. Jakes and all the rest of these guys been lying to you forever. Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, they don't have the truth. So that's that word that's going to be perished, man. So y'all not going to be able to find the prophets. Let's go to, and that perish that said the word should perish, and that word perish should be like the word should vanish or to be lost. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is not going to allow you to get the word, man. And these pastors definitely ain't got the truth. They definitely ain't got the word. Let's go to Hosea, the book of Hosea, chapter 5. Book of Hosea, chapter 5. I'm going to read chapter 5. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 5. And the pride of Israel doeth testify to his face. Let me start over. Hosea chapter 5, verse 5. And the pride of Israel do testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them. So the Most High was saying the northern and the southern kingdom both is going to fall in his iniquity, man. You know, that means he's going to have you turn to a reprobated mind. You know, you're going to be doing the things that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be seeking the truth and not be able to find the truth. So you're still going to be calling on Jesus and Allah and Buddha and all these false gods. You know what I'm saying? And this is, and he's talking about you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Starting with the southern kingdom, which Judah was the head of the southern kingdom, and Ephraim was the head of the northern kingdom. So that's what it means, man. It means both kingdoms, you know, you 2/3, you ones that didn't want to come in into this truth, didn't want to come rehearse these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, but you want to be scoffers, you know what I'm saying, and come against the prophet, the men of the Most High. Now you're going to be stuck out here to be destroyed in your folly. Verse 6, they shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahawah, but they shall not find him. He hath withdrawn himself from them. So the Most High is saying, you know, these false even these false leaders, these false pastors and all of them, they're going to come with their flock and their sheep, and their flock and their sheep is the people. You know, the people that follow them. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the flock and the sheep of Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Of Yahawah through Yahawah. And that's the 144,000 and the 1/3, that which is the elect. But you 2/3, you know, you the sheep in the flock of the false prophets. So let me read that again. Verse 6, Hosea 5 and 6. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahawah, but they shall not find him. He hath withdrawn from them. And so what he mean by he hath withdrawn from them, is that he don't hear his prophets, man. His prophets are not out here no more to teach you the word. You should have got it when the getting, what they say, get it when the getting is good. You didn't want to get it while the getting was good. So the Most High is going to call a famine of this word. You're not going to be able to find this truth on the internet or nowhere. Just like I said earlier, They just delete over 100 something of my videos off YouTube. Ain't up but like 6 or 7 videos up now. You know, and including this if they don't delete this. All right, so let's go to, matter of fact, let's turn back a page. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So, while you out here rejecting this word, in due time, which is coming soon, the Most High is going to reject you and your children. He's going to leave you and your children out here to these wolves, to the Gerber troops, to the UN troops, man. If you've been looking, there's a lot of people that got videos up on YouTube about them spotting all these UN vehicles, man. They got trains full of them coming in. They see them on the roads. You know, up in what's that? Baltimore. Man, they got a storage place up there where they keeping all these UN ambulances and all kind of UN trucks and Jeeps and Humvees all up there in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? And that was a new video I just seen like 3 days ago. So they here, man. They here. They about to, I'm telling you now, pretty soon Esau is about to attack the people, man. Just like they doing over there in Venezuela. All that's coming here, man. Just like they doing up in Paris. Just like that shooting that just went on New Zealand. They just waiting for one thing like that to happen here in America. And as soon as that false alarm happen, Esau gonna be on you like white on rice, I'm telling you. It's about to go down. Turn with me to Proverbs. Proverbs 1. Proverbs chapter 1. And let me see. Proverbs 1 and 28. I think that's what I want. Let me see. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. I'm going to read down to 32. And it says, Proverbs 1, chapter 1, verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See, Yahawah, the Most High Yahawah said that you're going to seek him early. That means that early right there means you're going to be diligently seeking him. Like all day, every day, you're going to be looking for the word, looking for the truth, looking for the prophets. But you ain't going to find them. You ain't going to find us. You know, I pray that I'm still standing in this truth when that day comes. That Yahawah Bashim Yahushua give me the strength to continue to do his will, man. Continue to stay faithful unto him. Continue to rehearse these law, statutes, commandments to the best of my ability and not to take my hand off the plow. To continue to do this work, despite what happens. You read again, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So when you begin to call upon him when this disaster comes and when this Jacob's trouble, you know, takes full stride, he's not going to be there for you. Oh, it's going to be a lot of y'all that know the name. Oh, yeah, they were saying the name was Yahawah. The Father name and the Son name is Yahawah. Y'all going to know the name. But he's not going to answer. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to answer because he opened the door. Yahawah said, behold, I come at the door and I knock. And if you open, I'll come in and dine with you. But right now, he's knocking. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Give me a second. Let me find that scripture. I think it's Revelations 1. Revelations 1. Let me see. One second. Revelation 3 and 20. Let me see. It says, behold, make sure this is what I want. Yeah, Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me. So that's what the Most High is saying. That's what Yahawah is saying, man. Right now, he's standing at the door and knocking. He's knocking. How is he standing at the door and knocking? How are you supposed to hear his voice? Through the prophets, through the men of the Most High Yahawah that's out here. You know, starting with the prophets of starting with the head apostles, GMS, a great millstone, the head apostle Tahar. You know, starting with the brothers of great millstone, man. The prophets are out here. The Most High have his men on the streets teaching his truth. He's standing at your door. He's standing at your door and he's knocking. But it's up to you to take heed unto the word, man, to take heed unto the prophets. And if you hear his voice, only way you're going to hear the Most High Yahawah's voice is through the men of God, the men of Yahawah, the prophets that's out here on the streets. Like I said, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone. That's the only way you're going to hear the voice of the Most High Yahawah B'Shem Yahushua. He's not going to just open the sky and talk to you illiterate people, man. He always used a man as a vessel. He always talked through his people. You know what I'm saying? So if you hear the voice of Yahawah, if this word is resonating with your spirit, open up. Call on Yahawah and his son Yahushua and allow him to come in and sup with you. That's the only protection you're going to have. Because real soon, man, real soon, disaster is coming. All right, let's continue on. Proverbs chapter 2, we'll go to verse 29. For that they, I'm going to start at 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear, and did not choose the fear of Yahawah. So the Most High said that the people out here are hating knowledge, man. I hated knowledge at one point in time. I didn't choose to fear Yahawah, but he called me. And then I received the knowledge. Then I chose to fear him. What it mean by I chose to fear him? I chose to rehearse these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of my ability. And being that I'm a man, I chose to do the work. You know, now you women, once you hear this word, you know, you get to rehearsing these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you get up under a man, if you can, and you begin to be obedient, man. You begin to learn this word, and you begin to teach the younger sisters how to be sober, you know, how to be mothers, how to be respectful unto the men, how not to try to exhort yourself over a man as one in authority, how not to rehearse this Christmas and Halloween, you know, these pagan holidays, you know. All right, and for verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahawah. 30, they would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. So the Most High says that, you know, y'all didn't a lot of you out there didn't want to take heed, you know, to his counsel, man. And you despise reproof. You didn't want to hear it and receive the word, and you didn't want no brother, you didn't want no man of the Most High telling you quit eating pork, quit eating shrimp and lobster. You know, you women, quit jumping from dick to dick. You men, quit trying to take another man's woman. That's reproof. You know what I'm saying? Quit calling on this false God, Jesus, Christos, whatever his name is, Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha, whoever else you calling on. No, that's reproof. You know, Isaiah 58:1. You know, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. You know what I'm saying? And we said, cry out loud, lift thy voice up like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions. You know what I'm saying? So that's reproof, man. Reproof is somebody reproving you, letting you know where you're going off at. All right, verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So the Most High said you're going to eat of the fruit of your own ways, which means, you know, those negative seeds that you planted. You know, all that wickedness you was doing, you don't have the blood of Yahawah to cover you. So now you got to be destroyed. You don't have no covering. You don't have no protection. So now you become your own protection. And becoming your own protection means you become your own ticket to death. You know what I'm saying? It's a million ways to die. They had a show says 1,000 ways to die. It's over a million ways the Most High can put you to death, man. And he's going to do it. You might get ran over. You might eat something, choke and die. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You might get burnt alive in a car wreck. You might drown. You might die in a famine. Snake might bite you. I mean, no telling how the Most High going to put you away, but He going to put you away if you're not taking heed unto this word. All right? Verse 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So the Most High is calling you people simple, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to keep up with the Joneses, man. I know we look like idiots out here teaching this word. You know, I got all these people over here looking at me like I'm crazy. You know, these most of them Edomites, I can see from face value, you know, they're looking at me like I'm crazy, shaking their head. You know what I'm saying? Because I know idiots out here in this truth. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be made spectacles. It's a part of being made a spectacle, man. You got to deny yourself. So the Most High said, the simples, read it again, verse 32. Proverbs chapter 1 and 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them. For rejecting this word and rejecting the prophets of the Most High, that makes you a simple nigger or a nigga or whatever you are. And the Most High is going to slay you because of your own actions. You reap what you sow. Ain't that what they always say? If you sow in mischief, which is destruction, the Most High going to destroy you. If you sow in righteousness, which is rehearsing these laws, statutes, commandments, and calling on the Father Yahawah and His Son Yahawah, then He's going to allow you to be prosperous. What that means, He's going to protect you and allow you to be caught up in the chariots, and you know, and then you be in that glorified body in His own. All right, and He says, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. The prosperity of fools, you know, that's them, your Oprah Winfrey's. You know what I'm saying? This name you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's so-called rich, your Mayweathers. You know what I'm saying? Your Oscar de la Hoyas. You know what I'm saying? Your prosperity food, it's going to put you to death, man. The Bible, see, the word teaches, for the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not the money. It's that you making it your God. You putting your all in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to become your destruction, your prosperity, man. You think that you better than people because you done made it so far in life. Or you got this or got that. It's going to still get you put to death. All right, let's go to, follow me to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 1. So I'm just letting you know, man, this famine is coming soon. Famine of the word. I ain't talking about food. I'm talking about famine of the word. Famine of the food coming too. But right now, we're talking about the famine of the word, which means hearing the voice of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawah, which means seeing His prophets out here teaching His word on YouTube or social media. All that's about to be done away with. All right, let's go to Isaiah 28, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 28. And it reads, and the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake Yahawah shall be consumed. So the Most High said that the destructions of the transgressors and the sinners should be together, man. It should all be together. So that's why in the word it says, come up out of her, my people, which means come up out of the ways of the red Hebrew Edomite, the so-called white man. You know, stop keeping his traditions, his Christmas, his Halloween, his Christianity, his Islam. So that's what it means by the transgressors and the sinners. The transgressors are the so-called, are the other nations. The sinners are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to drink up of the same cup that they're going to drink of if you don't come back to this word. The destruction that the Most High have mapped out for all these other nations, the so-called white men, the red Hebrew Edomites, the Chinese, the Africans, all these other nations, everybody that had us in captivity, you know what I'm saying, that put us through hell. The destruction that He had for them, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, you know, which are the Hebrew Israelites, 2/3 of you going to join in that destruction with them because you didn't want to come back to this word. You didn't want to take heed. You didn't want to be reproof. It says, Isaiah chapter 1 and 20, I'm going to read again. And the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake Yahawah shall be consumed. You know, consume means to be what? Destroyed. So if you forsaken Yahawah, forsaking Yahawah is forsaking who? Yahawah. Like you got those Old Testament Israelites. You forsaking the Son, you're going to be consumed with everybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like IUIC, Israel United Christianity, which is Nathaniel now. They forsaking the Son, Yahawah Shah. They calling on Jesus. They said Most High and Christ blessed. What in the world is that? You know, you even got IUSPK, man. IUSPK, the most time you listen to them, they saying Christ, Christ, Christ. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have Yahawah and Yahawah Shah, you're not rehearsing these words, these laws, statutes, commandments, you're going to be consumed, man. The Most High going to put you to death. Verse 29, for they shall be ashamed of the oaks which have desired. Hold on. For they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen. So the Most High said, everything that you chose in your life that goes against him, you know what I'm saying, those things going to cause you to be consumed. Verse 30, for ye shall, let me see, where I'm at, hold on, let me go to 15. Go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15. Let's read this. It says, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15. I was reading something else, but it went in with it. I wasn't even reading the scripture I called for. I was in the wrong, I think, chapter 3. But it went with it. So, the water Yahawah Bashim Yahawah Shah. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. When ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. So what the Most High is saying is that when you begin to want to call on him and lay prostrate on the ground and you put your face on the ground and you got your hands spread open and you just calling on Yahawah Bashim Yahawah Shah, I mean, you just calling on him. The Most High said he ain't going to hear you, man. Read that again. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15. And when ye spread forth, that means to pray. When you spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. So he said he's going to hide himself from you. When ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. So what do you mean by your hands are full of blood? It means you done did so much wickedness in your life and you don't have Yahawah Shah to cover you because you didn't want to come rehearse these laws, statutes, commandments. You didn't want to call on the Father Yahawah and his Son Yahawah Shah. You got to call on him through his Son Yahawah Shah. Them are the names. It's only one name under heaven that a man must be saved by. And it ain't no Christ or no Jesus. It's Yahawah Shah. So he ain't going to hear your prayers. I'm telling you. And the part of him not hearing your prayers is that the prophets is not going to be out here. You ain't gonna be able to have nobody to go seek and find out what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Give me a word from the Most High. You're not gonna have that. Go with me to Psalm 74. Psalm 74 and 9. Hey, right there. Psalm 74, verse 9. We see not, hold on. We see not our signs. There is no more any prophet, neither is there among us any that knoweth how long. So, because the prophet is not going to be out here, man. It's going to be a famine of the word. And so the word is saying, this is what people are going to say. He said, we see not our signs. We don't see the signs no more. Even though the Most High don't put so many signs in the heavens about we've been in the last days, many brothers that made videos about them, you know what I'm saying, and still talks about them, and things are still going on. So in those days, you're not going to see your signs no more because you ain't going to know what's going on because you don't know the word. You don't have the spirit. And the spirit ain't going to be out here with you because the spirit is the word. The spirit dwells in the men of Yahawah, the elect, the 144,000 and 1/3. He says, we see not our signs. There is no more any prophet. There is no more any prophet. Why? Because the Most High going to take his prophets out these streets. So you ain't going to be able to get a word from him because we ain't going to be out here. He going to have us ducked off, chilling. By disasters going on out here, We're gonna be ducked off chilling, and the Most High gonna provide us with food, wine, whatever we need. We're gonna be like right now. We going through hell out here, and y'all chilling. But when this disaster come, when this famine of the word come, and when Jacob's trouble take place, we gonna be chilling, cause the angels ain't kept around those that fear Yahawah by Hashem Yahawah. So we're gonna be chilling, eating and drinking. Y'all gonna be out here going through disaster. Y'all gonna be going through trials and tribulations while we ducked off chilling. Verse 9 again, Psalm 74, verse 9. We see not our signs. There is no more any prophet, neither is there among us any that knoweth how long. So they ain't got nobody among them to answer. It's not going to be nobody around or among you to give you any answers to anything. Matter of fact, let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 1. 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 1. And this is what happened to, and this is the same thing that was going on back then before when Samuel became a priest. After Samuel's mother had Samuel, if he got a certain age, she took him to the men of God, the priest, which was Eli, and left him at the temple of the Most High. And he was raised in the temple. And see, and during that time, the men were so wicked that the Most High didn't even deal with nobody. He didn't deal with nobody. Nobody was hearing from the Most High until Samuel came, which was the prophet that was during the time of King Saul and King David. Well, Samuel is the prophet that King Saul had brought back through the witchcraft. All right, this was going on. It was a famine of the word during that time, and the only one that had the word from the Most High was the prophet Samuel. All right, and here we go. 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 1. And the child Samuel ministered unto Yahawah before Eli. So the prophet Samuel was the only person that the Most High was dealing with. So he ministered, and Eli was an old prophet. Eli was a older prophet that was in the temple. And so he was going blind and everything. So the Most High wasn't even using him. We couldn't even deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't use him. So he began to use the child, the kid Samuel. Let's read it again. And the child Samuel ministered unto Yahawah before Eli. And the word of Yahawah was precious in those days. See what it says? It said the word of Yahawah was precious through those days. And that word precious means it was rare. It was rare to get a word from the Most High, because the Most High wasn't dealing with Israel. Israel was being wicked. Like you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are being wicked now. And soon the Most High going to take this word out of the land, and you're not going to be able to get a word from them. Just like this same time when Samuel was born, when Samuel came upon the scene. It says, and the child Samuel ministered unto Yahawah before Eli. And the word of Yahawah was precious. That means rare. In those days, there was no open visions. That means nobody was getting a vision from the Most High. The Most High Yahawah wasn't dealing with nobody at that time. Until Samuel began to come into an age. He was a young man at that time. And the Most High began to deal with him. And that's when the word began to be manifest again at that time. And so that's what the Most High is doing now. He got his word out here, and he's about to snatch his word up out the land. Let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel 20. Ezekiel 20. All right. Ezekiel 20 and 1. And it says, Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 1. And it came to pass in the seventh year, in the 5th month, the 10th day of the month, that certain of the elders of Israel came to inquire of Yahawah and set before me. Now this is Ezekiel. And Ezekiel was saying, now he would tell you around what time it was, what time period it was that the elders of Israel, they came to require the Lord. They came and sit down at Ezekiel's foot, to get a word from the Most High Yahawah. Because the Most High wasn't dealing with nobody else, wasn't dealing with them back then, but Ezekiel. Read that again. And it came to pass in the 7th year and in the 5th month, 10th day of the month, that certain of the elders of Israel came to inquire of Yahawah and sat before me. Verse 2. Then came the word of Yahawah unto me, saying. So once they came to the men of the Most High, Yahawah began to speak to them. So all these elders, so that's like saying, who are all the elders now today? Just think of some elders. Cleflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Al Sharpton. Just name the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American elders. That's like they come and try to require the word from the men of the Most High. All right, and this is what happened. Verse 2. Then came the word of Yahawah unto me, saying, Son of man, he's talking to Ezekiel, speak unto the elders of Israel, say unto them, thus said Yahawah, Salakia, are ye come to inquire of me? As I live, said Yahawah, I will not be inquired of by you. So the Most High was like, the Most High Yahawah said, okay, all this time, Ezekiel been out here trying to get y'all to wake up, bringing this word, teaching the word. You know what I'm saying? But now that, the Most High is about to do what he got to do, he done set Ezekiel down to chill out. He don't want the word coming out no more. Now they want to come and require of a word. Now they want to hear from the Most High Yahawah Bashim Yahushua. So the Most High told Ezekiel to tell him, listen, I ain't got no word from you. So the Most High said, listen, I don't want to talk to you and I ain't going to deal with you. And that's what he's saying now. Pretty soon, if you don't come back to these law, statutes, commandments and start rehearsing them to the best of your ability and calling on Yahawah and the Son Yahushua, the Most High ain't going to deal with you. He's just going to put you to death. All right? I'm going to follow me to Micah. Follow me to Micah 3. Micah 3 and 5. Let's see. Not Malachi, Micah. Micah chapter 3, verse 5. And it says, thus said Yahawah concerning the prophets that make my people err. So this is what the Most High is saying about the prophets that make the people err, which are your fake pastors and whatever going on out here. That bite with their teeth and cry, peace. And he that pulleth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. So he's saying the prophets out here, they're not feeding the people, man. They're not giving the people the real truth. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching the word of the Most High raw like it's supposed to be taught. They're not even teaching you the name of Yahawah and his Son Yahushua. They're teaching you Yahweh and Jesus Christ and all these false names. They're not giving you the truth. So this is what the Most High got to say about it. Verse 6. Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine. And the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. So the Most High is saying that you're not going to get a word. It's going to be dark. When he mentioned darkness and divine is what? False prophets. So you're going to have fake men out here that the Most High not even dealing with, like, these preachers today. These, like Farrakhan and all these Muslim leaders. So the Most High doesn't deal with them. So he said it's going to be dark out here. And the sun should go down. That means the word and the wisdom of the Most High, the law, statutes, commandments, and the wisdom and the spirit of the Most High is not going to be out here no more. It's not going to be out here. You're going to have these same false pastors and false mosque leaders that you got today. Hell, they're going to be looking for the men of the Most High to get a word. Verse 7. Then shall the seer be ashamed. Said, then shall the seer be ashamed. And that's these false prophets out here. These fake pastors and Even, like out of IUIC, Nathaniel, and different men out here that know that they Israelites. Then shall the seer be ashamed, and the diviners confounded. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of Yahawah. So the Bible is saying that they're going to have to all cover their lips because there ain't going to be no answer from the Most High. All your false pastors, all your false monks, all your false Farrakhan's, they're not going to get a word from the Most High. And so they're going to be confounded. I mean, they're going to be put to shame. Oh, you've been teaching these people this all these years and decades, but the real men of the Most High, y'all talked against. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't get a word. And the people going to turn on them. They're going to turn on Joel Osteen, Farrakhan, T.D. Jakes, Clefo Dollar. These people going to turn on these people, man. All right, and I'm going to end with this. Matter of fact, let me end with 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and 4, verse 4. I'm going to end with 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 4. And it says, for all of the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So the Most High said that all you all out there that don't want to call on his name and his son's name, Yahawah, while Yahweh Shai, and come back to these law, statutes, commandments and rehearse them to the best of your ability, real soon, it's going to be a famine of the word. You ain't going to get a word from nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be put to death. I don't know how you're going to be put to death. There's over 1 million types of ways you're going to die. And the Most High going to make sure you do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they just took over 100-something of my videos off YouTube. So the famine of the word is starting to begin, man. Jacob's trouble is here. And it's about to get real bad real soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and end with that. I'm just going to say, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And shalom to the Akims out there. Shalom.